Evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do this. Let's go. 70, Indy. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On 1st and 10, Purdy nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync, otherwise your quarterback gets hit.
Looking to throw. Purdy going to throw right side here. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Bravo.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. You draw Corker. Hey, Charlie. He's checking. Hit it.
They'll run on 1st down. Evans, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hard. Get it.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's get it. Here we go. Set. 30 base. No. I can't believe you let 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Go.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This looks like a free play for Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lambert. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
On first down, Stafford here. That is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford drops it off for Chubb. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Stafford. They set up the screen to Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Go.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Ready. 90 Wolf. Look. Squeeze.
Looking to throw on second down. Purdy. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Williams on the coverage.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Foxtrot, shoot.
On third down, it's Pollard. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
First down, Cleveland.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got to step it up.
Stafford now to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Black. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Browns first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
X3, 218, chopper.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to run forward with Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Team 6. Now. 46. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Chubb. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Stafford. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. The first down run not going to get them a whole lot, maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get in the weight room. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Purdy. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. 1:58 left to play. We hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Hey, exit.
On 2nd down now, it's Evans. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 3rd down, Purdy. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Check. Smooth. Yep.
They're going to try and throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Ready?
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This pass complete to Higgins. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, check Mike 40. Hey, Charlie. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Clear. Watch the screen. Yo, go. Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Purdy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. The final shot before the break, Stanford. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 1st and 10, Stanford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
80 weapon.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stanford. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Go! 46 to Mike. Watch twist. Mike, 46. Mike. Ready?
So they will go for it. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. To throw is Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. See. I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that mattered.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Get it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 50, plant.
You're not ready.
Hey, Delta.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. So we got
5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans, and he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Mike 41. Mike 41.
They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Let's go. 8, read. Greystone, Travis.
First down, Cleveland.
2.
Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Matchbox right. Ready?
They run. Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now.
They go with Chubb on second down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On third down, Stevens. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
He is brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of a yard. It's now fourth down.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And his kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Browns on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he loses the football a second time. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little little bit. It cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now he'll pull it down. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A gain of 7 yards.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Black. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Check 99.
Hey, exit.
Get it.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And you know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey! Motion.
46 to Mike. Go.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Ricky.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2.
Next to score from 23.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.